The Seraphim.
Le Sserafim was supposed to be a sure thing, the next global girl group from Hype, the masterminds behind BTS, armed with a killer concept, and they also contain two of the most known idols from IZ*ONE. Their name is literally the definition of I'm fearless. So, how just a couple of years into their careers, they are one of the most hated, controversial, and most criticized K-pop group out there. From the second they were announced, they've been chased by a relentless storm of scandals, starting by the devastating bullying accusations that tormented their debut. Then the persistent plagiarism claims that make people question their originality, and now the infamous Coachella performance that basically set the internet on fire. Not only that, but their latest comebacks, they are faced with a lot of backlash, a lot of criticism about their concept and their originality behind that. It feels like they cannot have a single comeback without something going wrong. So today we are going to untangle this whole messy timeline. We will look at how a group with so much promise, so much success, so much unheard stories became such a magnet for hate, negativity, and criticism, and to try to answer the question, why does it feel like everyone hates Le Sserafim? To get the backlash, you have to get the expectations. With hype and source music announcing their new girl group back in 2022, the K-pop board was buzzing. There wasn't just another debut, it was a power move. This was a group born from the biggest K-pop company, and they came with an all-star roster. The anchors were Sakura and Kim Chae-won, two beloved members of the one and only famous K-pop group IZ*ONE. They brought a huge built-in fanbase ready to throw their full support behind the new ventures. Joining them was Yeonjin, another fan favorite from the same competition show, praised for her powerhouse vocals. The lineup was filled out by the graceful dancer Kazuha and the fresh-faced Maknae Onche. Hype marketed them as the total package: talent, visuals, and a sophisticated, empowering concept. Their name, Le Sserafim or I'm Fearless, was a mission, a statement. They were here to conquer the industry with Hype's money and influence. They weren't just supposed to succeed, they were supposed to dominate the charts. The stage was set for a flawless victory, but before their debut song even dropped, the first and maybe the most damaging crack appeared. Just as the hype behind their debut Fearless hit its absolute peak, a pre-debut pictures and accusations against member Kim Garam exploded online, and the allegations were serious. Netizens and people claiming to be an old classmates accused her of school bullying, underage smoking, and drinking, and using a bad, abusive language with them. One of the most damaging bit of evidence was a photo of her in front of a chalkboard covered in an explicit drawing. Hype immediately went on the defense mode, and their strategy was simple: deny, deny, deny. They didn't just deny the accusations, they flipped the narrative of the situation. They claimed that Garam was actually the victim of malicious rumors and cyberbullying in middle school. They insisted the evidence was like fake in their eyes and threatened legal actions against anyone spreading false information about her and about the group. For a minute, it was just a chaotic online battle between he said that, she did that, she didn't do that. But then the situation escalated. A law firm representing a self proclaiming victim came forward. They not only confirmed the bullying was real, but also dropped a bombshell. An official school document. It showed that Kim Garam had received a degree 5 disciplinary action for school violence. In the strict system of Korean school discipline, this was a serious punishment, and it made the narrative of Harps claiming that she was the victim incredibly hard to believe, especially by netizens, and especially after all this proof that she was a bullier, she was a bad person, she used violence and abused her classmates. The backlash was massive, completely overshadowing their debut, Le Sserafim debut. Garam was quickly put on hiatus, and the group had to awkwardly promote Fearless, their debut song, as a 5-membered group. The negative press was relentless. They did not leave them alone. By July 2022, less than 3 months after debuting, Hype announced that Kim Garam's contract is terminated. She was out of the group and now Sserafim permanently a 5-membered group. The dream of a perfect debut was gone, leaving a permanent stain on their image before even they got a real start. Now, with the Garam scandal behind them, a new nagging problem started to follow them: accusations of plagiarism. It started with a minor comparisons during their debut, but the noise grew significantly during their anti-fragile and unforgiven era, which drew heavy comparisons to the Spanish superstar Rosalia. The claims became so loud that the leader, Shaewon, had to publicly deny them, stating their work was original and they did not copy any artist in the world. And they don't have any intentions to copy anyone in the future. But the issue just kept snowballing. Nearly every subsequent release, from their 2024 comeback trailer for Easy to the single Smart, was accused of copying other artists, especially Smart. I remember they used to get a lot of backlash copying Tyler Water, and on the state when they released Smart music video, the backlash was so heavy that the company and the group had to make a statement saying that they did not copy Tyler's music. They were just experimenting with different style to show their capabilities and abilities. However, taking one by one, you could maybe dismiss them, but all together, all the backlash for all their songs, it created a damaging narrative that the Seraphim, or at least their creative team, just wasn't original. The consistent copycat cloud hurt their artistic credibility. It gave haters something to feed on, to say more about them copying other artists, and also it made even casual fans a little skeptical about, did they copy this artist or they did not? Were their idea original or not? It made this confusion. between the fan base for them. But before we get to that one event that sent the hate train completely out of the rail, let me know down on the comments, do you actually believe these plagiarism accusations are legit, or do you think they are just K-pop fans looking for drama or a way to hate the group for their success? And if you are finding this breakdown interesting, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to be part of my family. I will be happy. If the plagiarism claims were aftershocks, their 2024 Coachella performance was the volcanic eruption. As the fastest K-pop act to ever get a slot, expectations were through the roof. For many watching, it was a complete disaster. The live stream performance was instantly met with an avalanche of criticism for unstable, weak, and painfully off-key live vocals.
When I wanna get to the ocean, when I wanna do something right, when I wanna see, I will show ya. 거기만 내준 백합이가 잠든 게 모래로 속 깊이 꿈도 사라질 어둠까지 I can know the fire, fire, fire 맘속에 감춰왔던
Clips appearing to show members lip-syncing went viral, and the internet drew brutal comparisons to the legendary sets from the groups like Blackpink to them, and this fueled the fire. The fallout was intense. Even members like Sakura tried to do damage control on Weavers, calling the performance their best. But for many, this came off as dismissive and just added fuel to the fire even more. Their second weekend performance was seen as improvement, as a way to do damage control, but it relied heavily on a very loud backing vocals, which only started another debate. Coachella solidified a new devastating narrative, which is Le Sserafim cannot sing. For their critics, this was the ultimate reason. This was the ultimate difference. They will be like, see, I told you so. I told you they do not sing. They have no talent. They have no promise to be a global group from hype. They were all watching them. They were all hating on them. They were all agreeing on their weak vocal capabilities. And this sent a huge train of hates toward them. Like, how can they be K-pop idols without having the minimum requirements to be that? And also, it was a massive hit on the group's reputation. Throughout all of this, one question keeps coming up. What is HYBE doing? The companies handling all of these controversies has often been a controversy in itself. From the disastrous defense of Kim Garam when they were lying, saying like she was the victim in the story, to their general silence on the plagiarism claims. Their strategy has often felt like they are playing catch up with the fans, like they are not always defending the groups, they are not doing damage control for the group, they are not helping the group stand up. Maybe their most revealing move was releasing their documentaries, the series, which called The Word Is My Oyster, for the Seraphim, and later make it look easy. These were clearly meant to be a form of damage control in a sense, a way to show the girls' hard work, their tears, their fearless moments, their fearless spirit. We see them breaking down from the pressure, practicing relentlessly. They are showing their original form. They are showing themselves without filters, crying, being real with the camera. And this was, not gonna lie, a successful move, because some of the fans like that, like to see how they are really managing all of this type of controversies, especially like every year, every comeback, they are hit with another controversy, another claims, another bad thing regarding the group. So this was like a fresh air for the fans to try to navigate all these controversies. Also, in a way, like a statement from them to prove to the haters like they are capable. They are also humans, and there no a perfect human. Everyone has flaws. Even them, they have flaws. And by that, they are confirming that, which is not bad. It's a good message. And for some time, this worked. However, for critics, it felt like calculated PR move. Right when their skills were being questioned after Coachella, releasing footage of them crying about how hard it all is felt to some like an attempt to fish for sympathy for the group instead of taking accountability for that. It came off less like an explanation and more like an excuse. It showed they were definitely working hard, but for many, the results on the stage still weren't matching the efforts that were put in the performance, that were put on the screen. I want to talk about this recent controversy regarding their latest song, which is Spaghetti, which got a lot of hate. This song, actually, when you listen to it, it's fun, it's cool, it's dancing, and it holds their vibes. Like, whenever you listen to the Seraphim song, you want to dance, you want to vibe, you want to feel the music. However, the lyrics behind that, it felt like a copy from Cat's Eye. It felt like they are doing what Cat's Eye they are doing. They are just making songs for TikTok. They are not making songs for actual fans who want to listen and vibe to their songs. They just have like a repetitive lyric that can work with a long video formats, and fans can do it over and over on TikTok or on other social media apps. And this made the criticism go harder on them because like they were hating on the comeback, they were praying for the comeback to fail, but it did not fail. The comeback for Spaghetti, it worked. However, in the recent comeback, which is called Celebration, eyes were all out. Everyone was waiting for their downfall, and actually it did not perform well. This song is not performing on the charts. It's not performing in Korea, which says a lot. Maybe because of the song contains a lot of English words. However, for me, the song still has meaning behind it. They want to show like you are accepted in whatever form you are. And I like the messages behind the Seraphim videos. I like how they want to show you like you are accepted. We are here with you. We are here by your side, next to you, and this is an amazing way. And for me, I love the Seraphim. I love to listen to their music. And if you did not watch Celebration, go stream it. It's a good song. Don't listen to the haters. Sometimes the haters have a good point to share. However, I like when some people criticize in a good way. I don't like it when they want to hate, only hate. You can criticize, however, you can criticize in acceptable, respectful way. That's a good way to criticize, especially groups like them. And I like when the groups listen to the criticism, and this is a way for improvement for both parties in the situation. So, in the end, why does it seem like everyone hates the Seraphim? It's not one thing, it's a perfect storm. Each controversy fed to the next, creating a snowball of negativity that is now a full blown hate train on them. For me, Le Seraphim is still one of the most prominent K-pop group out there. Like they left their mark. I remember like whenever I listen to their song, I can feel their touch. And I don't agree with all the plagiarism controversies and accusations they were faced with. I agree on one thing that Le Sserafim, they have the potential, they have the power to catch all of us in. They have the everything about them is good. You know, they have the capabilities to be a global group, and I will not be sad if they are. I'm happy for them. However, I just pray for like a better management regarding them, regarding all the controversies they are facing. I want a management team that can help them navigate through all of these problems. Like Hype need to put a lot more efforts regarding that to help the group stand, to help the group feel like an original group. They are original. They are not trying to plagiarize an artist, but like they need a company that can support them, that can be like def- defend them. Like whenever I was speaking and searching about all of this video, you can see like Hype was silent in every situation, and the members of the group, they were obliged to go to the public and defend their group. Like for me, this felt like a lacking management. Before writing a hate comment, try to think, will you accept that comment to be written about you? If no, then don't write it. Don't be a reason for others' sadness. Don't be a reason for others ruining their mood. Be a good person. Try to write the best words you can. Even if you want to criticize, try to like reformulate it in a better way. Try to write it in a less toxic way, and try to love anything, even if everyone hates it. That's what I try to say to myself. Like, if someone hates this one, try to give it another shot. Try to give it another chance. Maybe your view of it is a wrong thing, not the one that you are seeing. So I hope you guys like this interpretation. You like this video. For me, I love the Seraphim, and I wanted to highlight these controversies, highlight this issue about everyone hating them, even though sometimes it's not their fault. So if you enjoyed this, don't forget to subscribe to be part of my family. I'm very proud of you. I listen. Sometimes I have a hard time expressing my emotions, but like for you guys, you mean the world for me. I have everything. I experience everything with you guys. You guys make me the happiest guy ever. So I want to thank you for that, and thank you for being part of my family, following me on this journey. Don't forget to like this video, share it, and bye bye. See you in the next video.